So guys, welcome back to the Big Bass Dreams channel. Got another tackle breakdown for you guys. Riley is throwing one of her favorite Square Bill Crankbaits. 13 Fishing Scamp 70. Bye, sit.
That's a good one.
If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. Give us a thumbs up for Five Dog. If you're as excited about it as he is.
No,
hey,
buddy.
back up, buddy. Hi.
Good boy.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. Oh man, that's a solid fish. Look at that. That's what you want to see from these fish. Both trebles, stock trebles, right in their face. Subscribe to Riley's channel while you're at it. What's your YouTube channel?
Hooked on Riley. God, I had to think about that. It's been a minute, but there'll be some more content coming soon. Wow, so last year when I came here for my first time ever, I was throwing this regurgitated chat, caught in, what was it, a seven, check out the video so you guys can see, but it was on the Scamp 70 as well. The biggest one that we had on that trip. And then today, gosh, it was a tough bite. We hadn't had much. Really, sit on it.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about this tackle breakdown. Obviously, we're fishing the 13 Fishing Scamp 70. You guys notice I've got it connected via snap here. Short, heavy fluorocarbon leader. Those of you guys that are subscribers to the channel are probably familiar with it. We're fishing around a lot of treacherous rock, so need a lot of abrasion resistance to keep from breaking off and losing baits and losing fish, most importantly. So we're fishing 23.6 pound Defiant fluorocarbon shock leader today. To that short leader, got an Alberto knot connecting it to the Defiant 50 pound and 55 pound smooth casting braid that Riley and I are fishing today. And that's spooled onto a 13 Fishing Concept C2, one of my favorite reels of all time, guys. I'll probably do a separate tackle breakdown soon on this reel specifically, but I love that it comes in 4 speeds, 5 to 1, 6 to 1. This is a 7.5 to 1 gear ratio and an 8 to 1. And we're fishing a pretty decent clip along the bank here today, so that 7.5 to 1 is fast enough to pick up line as we're moving forward along the bank, trying to cover water and find these active fish, but not too fast to where you're overworking the bait. These bigger square bills especially still have a lot of resistance coming through the water, so it's a little bit more work fishing them on that 8 to 1 gear ratio. That 7.5 is kind of a nice sweet spot. This reel is one of my best performing low profile bait casting reels that I've ever used. It casts well, it's got an incredible drag system, 25 plus pounds of drag on this thing, so if you do hook one of these big giant fish living in all of this shallow cover and you need to put the hammer down on them and control them, you can do that. And today we've got this reel mounted on a Douglas LRS C704M. It's a 7-foot medium action rod, 8 to 17 pound, quarter to 3/4 ounce lure, so this really does hit that sweet spot for this size square bill. That 7-foot rod is really nice for making backhand casts, little short roll casts, and target oriented high accuracy placement is where the 7-foot rod really excels. There are certain situations where we'll get on these big rock flats or mud flats or grass flats where we like fishing a square bill, but most of the time fishing a square bill means shallow cover, and it means high accuracy placement, and the 7-foot rod, this Douglas LRS 704M especially, is a fantastic rod. Riley's actually fishing the X Matrix version of the C704M. 7-foot rod, 8 to 17, pretty much identical specs, but the LRS model rods have a little bit softer and deeper bend on them. I prefer it for fishing the crankbaits and any treble hook baits, but the X Matrix has got a little bit more backbone and a little bit more of a crisp action. If you notice, we're actually ripping the bait clean of the grass and clearing the bait. That X Matrix rod has a little bit more oomph to facilitate that. Both fantastic options for fishing this bait. And you guys can see here, one of the reasons why I'm such a big fan of this bait is the myriad of color schemes available. Dirty water, old school blue and chartreuse here. Black and chartreuse, orange belly, another dirty water killer. If you're looking for a bluegill imitation, got a dark version as well as a light version. If you're looking for a craw pattern, look at that beautiful thing. A couple different craw patterns there, some unique ones. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Covers a myriad of water visibilities, overhead sky conditions. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. The really unique ones like this regurgitated shad here. Riley's been catching them on today. Lots of options, 2 different sizes here. We're fishing the 70 today. They seem to be reacting to that bigger profile, but there are times when that smaller Scamp 60 is the deal, but we'll save that for its own tackle breakdown. Another fish? Amazing? Not terrible? Bigger than I thought. Hey, Scamp. Yo, check out that eyeball. That is gnarly. Poor bastard. This poor fish, man. I don't know what is going on with this eyeball. That's wild. He crushed his Scamp. Some pretty good stock hooks as far as stock treble hooks go. Oh, still got one good eye. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. That was pretty good. 2 fish.
On again.
Oh my gosh, what did I hook? Nice thing about these bigger profile square bills, man, I feel like you really appeal some of those bigger fish.
Good one?
Oh, all right. How do you like my extendo net?
Good. Easy.
Yeah. We're fishing an offshore hump here, big rock pile. And it just tops out, so top of those rocks are probably only in 3 or 4 feet of water, and I'm ticking those rocks, and the last 2 bites here freaking crushed it. Sick. Amazing day. Oh, hello. Bye.
That.
It's a good fish. Hey, how are you fishing this bait?
Fast.
Uptight on the rock wall?
So I would make sure I'd almost hit that rock and just start winding it right away. Straight reaction, you guys saw. That thing went mad. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
Scamp 70 doing the trick today.
Yeah, it is.
That was fun. Today's been tough. What is the water? 79 degrees. Just hot for us, hot for these fish. But they can't resist that reaction if it's on top of them. So we decided to throw the square bill alongside this deep wall, this rock wall. About showing 11 here, it was like 20 over there. Good little fish. Nothing big, but that's a good start.
Get out of the shot, Fife. Get out of here. Once again, we're fishing this Scamp 70 along this rock wall and trying to make contact at the initial part of the cast immediately. A lot of our bites are coming right when it makes its first touch with the rock and deflects. But this fish actually chased it all the way out and ate it almost at the boat. So that just goes to show the drawing power of this awesome little square bill. And it's really not little. It's 70 millimeters long. It's a hefty sized bait, which I like for this off-colored water. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this water is like pea soup green. There's probably like 3 inches of visibility. So one thing I do like about this bait in this scenario, it does cause a ruckus. You guys hear those rattle. There are times when I want square bills with no noise, and then there are times like this where I do want a little bit more presence in the water. Crushed it, that's so fun. Look at that, those are stock hooks, guys. Good hooks right out of the package. Good to go. Hope you guys have enjoyed this tackle breakdown. It's a fun, effective way to catch them. A little bit of wind, a little bit of conditions, dirty water, bait fish shallow. A lot of things that can lead to a fun square bill bite. Check out the 13 Fishing Scamp 70 if you guys haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. We'll leave a link in the description below with all of the products that we talked about on today's tackle breakdown. Every time you guys make your purchases through those links, it really helps us grow the channel and continue to do more of these. So appreciate you guys tuning in for Miss Riley Coolidge. Bye, Diego. Bye. Hey, bye. Say what's up. What do they got to do, buddy? Subscribe to the channel, right? Hit that like button if you like dogs. Catch you guys on the next episode.